Now you see this isn't good when it does this. Because then, yeah. So then it means it isn't recording, so that's bad. But we're live. So, fuck that for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet can hear us.
Hopefully, hopefully there's no, like, problems.
I hope it buffs out, but I'm so much. I don't know if I told you, but I actually called them and they said, like, oh, the cable box, like the one where all the internet stuff is going through, it's been, like, fucked up for a while, so, yeah. Anyway, Alex, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Good, at least you can hear us.
So this is the Centric pod for those of us.
Oh wait, we're live?
I don't know what to say.
Don't talk.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Alex,
Okay.
let me just make a spooky.
So Joe and Will be joining us
Shortly.
Yes, shortly. Hopefully we'll have a video feed.
No, we do.
well.
It's being choppy, probably on their end. Because Alex can't see us. He's not supposed to be able to see us. It's gonna be only on the
Twitch.
on the Twitch, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it goes. It buffed out. See? So when it's 3 like that, that means it's working well.
Okay.
So it's buffed out.
That's
I
good.
just gotta
So
figure
there
out.
shouldn't be any problems.
Hopefully. Let's hope. Hope is good. Hope was the oh, never mind. No hope.
I went back to rare.
So this is the Centric cast. This is number 11. We currently
Oh,
have Alex,
already.
Julian, and I.
Yes.
Yeah, and nobody will be joining us. And Joe and hopefully Will be joining us shortly. So about the special like Halloween cast.
Mm-hmm.
So about that, we're probably gonna end up doing that on Halloween night. We'll probably be posting more information on that like throughout the week. Ways we'll be doing, but definitely we'll be giving away stuff. That's definitely a thing that we'll do.
I won't be, but you will be.
Oh, you will be coming?
Huh? No, I won't be giving away stuff.
Oh yes, you will.
I'm gonna.
You should give away your virginity.
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing.
What?
What a great fucking podcast.
I'm
I
gonna wait until like everybody's here, and then tell like what I wanted to tell. But yeah. Hi, Alex.
Hi guys.
But yeah, we'll have giveaways. No, coming back to seriousness. We'll have giveaways. I want to try maybe having us stream like spooky movies while we're like not spooky movies, spooky video games while we're talking and stuff.
Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation.
Are you gonna get that all set up?
Yeah, I'll have that set up, and I want you to play though.
Okay.
So you'll be playing while we talk.
I won't be able to help set up because I'll be working on my stuff for the site. So.
Okay. Well, this will be Friday night. So.
Yeah, I know. I need to get it all done before Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have it all set up when you get here, and then I'm gonna try getting a few more on here, like spooky games that I've been playing, because I have more on Steam, but I just need to install them. You should get some of your spooky games on your giant ass Steam library that you never play.
Good. I don't know what I have really.
I have like a shit ton of games.
I don't really play video games. I don't really like video games. They're dumb and they're for kids. So.
Children suck.
I don't even play that many like scary video games, honestly.
And by the way, you love video games, right? It's cool for that one.
Yeah, I like video games.
Yeah, just being sarcastic, but
I don't think it's gotten to the point where I love them. I love I love the whole culture and community of it, especially like
best community.
Especially now in recent years, it's really shitty. Like maybe if I grew up with video games in the 80s, I would be like, but I can't.
In a world where Gamergate is a thing.
Yeah,
and it's. Oh, do you hear about this thing where I forget? Like, please don't dox me, but I just want to voice my opinion about Gamergate. And like, not 10 minutes later, she gets DDoSed, which
Good.
and like tweeted it at. It's like, you stupid bitch. It's like you don't have the right to talk about this thing. It's not. It's like it's a women's issue, and it's like, and then like you're like, what? This is about. What?
Felicia Day?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
Like Felicia Day.
What's cool. How do you spell her first name? Felicia.
D-I-A.
Like that.
Yeah.
Felicia. I spelled that wrong, but fuck it.
Felicia Hardy, the Black Cat.
Felicia Hardy, yes. Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I want to see the text.
I have no clue what you guys are referencing right now. What is it?
I don't know.
Some sort of Gamergate drama.
Gamergate.
I really don't even feel like talking about video games because.
But Gamergate.
I just don't give a shit. The only video game that I'm interested in right now is Smash Brothers because they announced that you can play 8 players locally.
But Julian, Mewtwo is gonna be in it.
That's cool. I'm fine with that.
Mewtwo's.
Although I don't really. That's gonna attract a lot of fucking Melee fanboys, and I hate.
Yeah, I just Melee fanboys. Okay. Okay, I want to find that thing that says like.
Is it really even worth talking? I don't know.
I just want to find the tweet because it was such a weird ass tweet. It's like he cusses her out and then he's like, "This is a women's issue," and it's like, wait, what? Anyway, I just want to find it. But by now, game honestly, like, let's just come face to face with it. Like, I think it's just stupid at the moment because we discussed it. Everybody knows what's about. And then, like, everybody's just kind of mad about it now. And so, like, okay, you know what Gamergate is all about? It's basically, like, the idea of big, like, sponsoring reviews and review sites for their games. Basically why IGN, GameSpot, and all those, like, have, like, weird-ass review ratings for the games.
Yeah.
They'll give games that are, like, absolutely terrible, like, because companies pay them off, but I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore, so stop with Gamergate.
About video games ever again on this podcast.
Yep.
Ever. Or on the site.
Just like the rest of all time.
That's the pre-sequel. Sequel, what did you think of it? Please tell me.
I did finish it. Like I said before, it's just for Borderlands fans. It's not going to sway anyone. But it's fun. Review of it. I don't.
That's my review of the game.
I feel like people who play certain games are going to play these games and like them without like someone telling them that it's good.
So Alex, me and Julian went to see John Wick.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh yeah, John Wick.
Was it actually?
Yes.
Julian. So me and him saw a trailer.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
It was freaking amazing.
Like it actually directing. Huh?
Did things get?
Sorry,
what?
Shut up.
Okay.
You're banned.
Can we just like restart the whole fucking podcast now?
I have to deal with it.
Later, just cut out like up to.
You know
this
I'm not
point.
editing this later. It's
I
all
know.
live.
I know you're not.
It's like it's all live. The viewers get what we say, but it was odds. Even though the trailer looked like it was terrible, and I don't know what you're doing, Alex, but you're like messing with papers or some shit. But even though the trailers portrayed it as something horrible, it was actually really, really good.
I didn't see any trailers for it. I only heard about like from what people said about the trailers, and yeah, like from what I've heard, the trailers don't give any impression that it's a good movie.
Alex, what did you think of the trailer when we saw it in the theater?
I thought that it was going to be like literally the worst thing ever. Like the trailer looked so bad. like his
I know,
dog
it was-
dies and he gets really upset over it or something?
That is. There's like way more to it.
Yeah, I mean it's not a spoiler if you just explain like why it's all happening.
Yeah, it's essentially the dog. His wife died from like a disease
Yeah, I know
beforehand,
that.
and her last gift was the dog.
Yeah,
So
that
it
was
was
in the
like
trailer.
his last connection. Oh, it was okay.
Oh, wasn't it? I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
that was in
basically
the
she
trailer.
like
It's
sends
still
him the
bad.
dog. I don't remember the box.
It's done much better when you actually see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
And
That's all I
it's
can
it's
say.
very entertaining.
It's just
like,
it
there's
just
actual,
really
like-
well. I see now.
Yeah, and I thought the action was really good, and I thought the characters were all good, and there's a lot of good like comedy that comes through, like what
Really?
like the action too.
Mhm.
But it's not like
It's not like supposed to be
it doesn't
comedy,
become
but
like a comedy. It has like funny moments in it.
yeah,
Huh.
which is like it's
That
very like
actually sounds really good. I'm
Barely.
gonna check it out later.
the thing is like it's amazingly paced,
Oh, really?
graphed and shot. And I remember I
Yeah.
said this a few times like the cinematography on it is freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really good for like just what you thought would be like just this dumb action movie.
yeah.
It's really good.
It's much more thought out.
And I thought Keanu Reeves was good also.
Yeah, it's
All-
like it's
All the
perfect-
acting like across the board was really good.
Yeah, it was like the perfect.
And I loved the villain. The villain was amazing.
Yes.
He was hilarious.
It's not a spoiler, but there's a part towards the end where he just lights up a joint. And like after that, he's just high for pretty much the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, oh, he's getting shot. I'm gonna start laughing.
Later this week,
What?
I'm planning to see Birdman, so I'll tell you guys how that was. But it looks promising.
I'm hearing it's really good.
Yeah, it's not playing anywhere near here though. I'll just wait till.
It's not shot all in one take, but
It's-
it's shot in a way where it's like they cut, but they make cuts. The cuts very thought out, so
Yeah.
it like fits to the next angle. So I guess whenever they're like panning, they cut and they continue to pan and then they continue filming.
Yeah.
So, but it
what I
looks
heard.
really good for So too though, from trailers and things I've seen, I thought it was like a whole continuous thing too, but
Really,
I
I
guess it's not.
I didn't think so, but anyway, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing
I mean,
that.
there are movies that are shot like in one shot, right?
Yeah, but they're usually
Mhm.
much shorter.
He's looking forward to see Birdman.
Oh yeah. I think it's a feature length actually.
Birdman?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course it is.
yeah. I feel it's like feature length
Why wouldn't it be?
because it's like one shot.
But it's not actually
So-
one.
Well, no, I'm saying he's saying like well, it's not actually one shot, but he's saying like actual one shot films could be much slower. Sorry, not slower, it's shorter.
Yeah,
There is
actual
a
one-shot
movie
films
called
can be as
Russian
long.
Ark.
What?
There's a movie called Russian Ark. It's
Oh yeah,
like,
I heard about this.
it's like a feature-length movie, and it's like all one take.
That's
It's-
crazy.
I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds really great.
Like 2 hours.
Hour and a half, probably.
Russian Ark.
There's also a movie by Alfred Hitchcock called Rope, and that's another movie that probably could have actually been one take, but they couldn't do that because of like film.
Oh
You know, like you couldn't film like that much, like all in one, like reel, and 10 cuts or whatever.
Others.
It's really good, and it's really like it has like the Hitchcock like dark comedy too, and it's great.
That's cool.
Cool.
For 1948, that's actually pretty good. That they did in like 10 you said 10?
Yeah, like it's like,
Pretty good.
but it's all very seamless. Like whenever it cuts, it'll like zoom in on something, or you know, like it'll do like match cuts or something.
Alex, what are you playing?
God of War.
I knew it. Because he's mashing on I could hear it in the background. I knew I was hearing you mash on something too.
I'm sorry. Okay.
When did you pick up the
I'm actually
collection?
gonna put it down though. While I'm still here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
When
I'm
did you
gonna.
get the collection?
Yes, I did. But
When?
when?
Yeah.
I actually got it a week ago, but I just opened it up today because I've been pretty busy.
Hmm. Okay.
Oops.
Are you gonna be getting an Alien Isolation?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Still really good.
I don't know if I'll get it at this point.
Hmm? Well,
Like
like
I kind of
if
forgot.
you play it, and just then you should.
I'm not gonna play it today though.
No, not today. Like you're leaving after this.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like I gotta go. I had stuff to do.
yeah. I do too.
Mm.
I have to do the comic that I want to do for the site,
Mm.
and then
But you'll be drawing yourself, right?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's not gonna be like
It better be.
well, I don't want to.
It better be fucking amazing, Julian.
Yeah,
Like I want
seriously.
to see shades and like actual good drawing, Julian.
Lazy fuck.
Yeah.
It's not gonna have that.
Well, fuck. I guess we'll just have to upload it anyway.
Banned from the site.
Yeah, I'm just like you're fired.
I'm like the only person who's like doing stuff on the site.
Well,
I know,
Will
it's
is
really
too,
funny.
but
Well, we'll occasionally. Yeah.
well, he has a
He has,
set
like-
he has a set like days, which is
Yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday mostly.
Yeah.
So and you're just doing Halloween. It's like Halloween month, which I'm actually appreciative of that you actually got like a lot of good like what did you have this week? I checked some of them out. I didn't
Well, this week I was supposed to have like VHS for all 3 VHS movies up,
Mhm.
but I wanted to make sure that like I could get like I wanted to see VHS 3 first before I did all 3 of them.
Mhm.
So right now I have the first one up. I'll write the second one and then the third one, which we actually saw last night,
Yeah,
and it sucks.
it really does.
It's just not good.
Like the first two were like both of the first two had their like lesser shorts, but
Yeah,
all across the board it was still pretty enjoyable and good experience.
Yeah, they both like have.
They all tried something.
They're both like uneven, but like when it gets good, it gets really good.
And for viral, it's not 3, it's viral, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's called VHS Viral.
and they say viral like a few times. They're like, oh, it should all go viral. But like
It sounds-
the overarching for VHS normally what they do is they have an overarching story,
Yeah, and like it's
and then like
usually-
it splits into like these.
it's usually like in a house and like an abandoned house or something, and then they find a bunch of videotapes and watch them, and then each tape is like one of the shorts.
Yeah, it's like fan footage stuff.
Yeah.
So in the second one, and this is what I thought was really awesome, and this is why I was so confused by it. And the third one, I'm trying to say, there was a part where this guy gets a like a camera eye because he lost vision.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Or is it both of eyes that he's getting a camera eye?
No, it was like one eye.
One eye. So he gets like a camera for an eye, and it's like an eye-shaped camera.
Yeah.
Because he got in a car accident or something and he lost vision in that eye, and then you can get that first person
Yeah.
view, and it makes sense because he has a camera.
Yeah.
Or
It's
eye.
a little more like sci-fi-y,
Yeah,
but
at least it justifies the fact that it's a recorded thing.
yeah.
Because for the rest of them, it's always been a found footage thing.
Yeah, like
But
a
in
camera.
VHS viral for like a quarter of the movie, just throw it out of the window. It's like
Yeah,
it's
like,
no longer like a found footage thing, and like a quarter of the movie, like it switches from first person to third person to like just overarching shots, and they like try like it's like there's like parts in that there's a magical one like something
Yeah,
about
like-
magic.
there's one where like a guy is like he finds like a cloak that basically turns him into like a magician.
Yeah,
It was really
and it was an interesting idea, but then they
Yeah.
cut out completely out of the found footage thing.
yeah, and it's also like trying to be like a documentary style, like
Yeah.
almost like a news report with interviews and stuff, but like intercut with like things that like if it was actually in the news report, people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's just like there's parts where they're like it's a camera. It's obviously just like cameras and angles and like actual filming,
going on, not like an actual found footage thing. And they're still hiding behind things.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna go off of like doing if you're gonna go off from doing a found footage thing, why just not do like actual film stuff?
Yeah.
Like actual film it good, not distractingly and annoyingly and pretentiously.
It was really like especially the first half of the movie was really bad.
Yeah. And there was one like good skit.
Yeah, the middle skit was good because it had.
But compared to the rest of them, not amazingly good, but at
even
least
compared to like ones from the first two movies, it's not good.
Yeah, but
like even like compared to like the worst shorts of the first two movies, it's not as good.
The only thing it had going for it is what you keep saying is like
it had build up.
Like really good build up, and it was really interesting.
It's like this guy like creates like a universe where like he like the person in the other universe also like is
this gate.
Yeah, like a gateway.
A gateway, and this him and a guy in a parallel universe that is like it looks mirrored.
Yeah.
Make the same machine, and they both do it's like the same time in both universes, and they do this. They have a doorway to each universe.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, let's switch for 15 minutes and see like whose universe is. And at first it just seems mirrored, but like the more the person we start with like discovers things, like the more fucked up like the other universe is. And I don't want to explain it, even though the payoff was kind of eh.
The payoff was just a joke. Like it was like literally a joke.
Yeah.
And it was stupid. Like I didn't care for it.
So was one or two better?
VHS wasn't.
Yeah, VHS Viral sucked.
Was one or two better?
I don't know. I like both of them.
Like one of the best skits in it.
Yeah, 2 has like the best short out of all the movies by far. Like it could have been like its own like feature length movie if they expanded it just a little bit.
Yeah,
like it was like that. It was like that good.
Safe Haven.
Yeah, Safe Haven. That one's like totally worth watching on its own, even.
Yeah, it's about like this cult, right? It's like
yeah. But I don't want to say.
Yeah, like it's interesting.
It's really
good. If you get to see VHS, like
it's really gory, lots of gore. I thought the first one was really good at building fear and mood through it.
Yeah.
Like it feels really creepy and it feels very like almost like you're watching like underground snuff movies in a way.
Yeah.
Like it has that
I feel like
feel.
the second one perfects that.
It has like that feel throughout.
Yeah, I feel like
Which
the
I
second one like kind of perfects it. Like the first one, like tried it, threw it out there, and it came out pretty nice. And then like the second one perfected that idea. But then the third one kind of like threw that all of it out of the window. Like,
the second one loses the creepy atmosphere, but it's much more like entertaining.
Yeah.
But I like the first two kind of equally, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't really say.
And we watched Monster Squad.
Yeah, Monster Squad is like it's so 80s.
It's like
it's really.
It's like this 80s movie about kids fighting Dracula, the creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein,
Wolfman,
and the Mummy.
Yeah,
so
monsters.
It's Castlevania the movie?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. But the kids are like the heroes, and they have like a clubhouse called the Monster Squad.
The kids are named Simon, Trevor.
Which, by the way, why does Dracula have dynamite? But it was. I mean, it's not really spoiler territory because this movie's been out for now 30 years, right?
Yeah, but not a lot of people have seen it, and not a lot of people saw it back then.
Yeah, you should definitely see it. It's not a kids movie, and it's not a like adults movie.
I think kids could watch it.
Like I don't know, I wouldn't show it to anybody under 13, honestly.
Really? I would.
Like I don't know, like
if I had a kid, I'd show it to him. I don't care.
I don't know, just feel like they wouldn't get it though. Like a lot of the funny stuff in it, like the cussing and the virgin thing, and it's like I just don't feel like they get a lot of the stuff. Also the Holocaust thing, which like I'm not gonna explain what, but like the movie goes like very dark for like 1 second in there, where this guy. Can I just tell like what happens? Should I?
I don't know if you see it.
It's okay. Just see it, and it just goes into like
It has like one moment where it just gets like, whoa, movie.
it's like whoa movie. That's dark.
Like, I don't know if it was like intentionally funny.
I think it's like intentionally like supposed to like unnerve you for a second there.
I don't know. The movie is like it's supposed to be kind of funny.
Okay.
Like, even
but
if
it
it's for, like,
clearly
1 second,
references
and you're like, what the fuck?
like it clearly references the Holocaust, which is like okay,
Yeah.
okay movie. But it's very subtle
we
too.
might as well fucking say it. It's funny.
Okay, so
they're like
there's a character. Okay,
called-
so they find Van Helsing's
diary, and then like they go to this like guy.
creepy German guy. That's
Yeah,
his name in the movie.
They all have like names for each other, kind of like Fat Kid and like
That kid. And
Scary German Guy.
Scary German
So they go to Scary German Guy's house, and it turns out to not be so scary.
and
And then he reads it. He like translates the journal,
because
and
the
then
journal
they-
is in German.
and then after that, like they leave the house, but one of the kids like, you seem to know a lot about monsters. He's like, yeah, I guess I do. And then he like closes the door, and it like zooms in on his like hand, on his like arm, and it has like Holocaust
Like numbers.
Yeah, it has like
on
numbers
his hand,
on it.
like tattooed numbers on his hand.
And you're just like, wow.
Wow. You just realize, like, okay, so this
So
obviously.
the fucking Holocaust.
Yeah. So it's just like,
Uh,
whoa,
This is-
movie.
It was just kind of funny. Like,
Oh, so
I was like, what the fuck?
this week, actually, last Monday, I think I finished Wolfenstein: The New Order, and
Oh, yeah.
that had a very similar part in it, where early in the game you go to a concentration camp, and then later in the game, towards the end, your character will literally cut off this piece of skin with the tattoo on it. It's pretty great.
Yeah. I remember the app. Wait, did you finish it before, or did you lose your save?
No, before I lost my save, and I was like
Oh, okay.
literally a level away.
Oh.
I
I was playing Alien Isolation, and for some reason, there's a point where like you run through this corridor and like to I guess guide you the right way. There's like a pipe that explodes and like it's firing, like there's fire coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Way too late, so I just ran through the fire and continued. And it's not a glitch, but I just think like it's either an Easter egg or something. But just kept going down, and I got to like the end of the level without having to like encounter the alien because the alien had to go. So it's like, oh, okay. So I guess I was fast enough. But sorry, that was just a weird part that I remembered because you were talking about video games.
Julian.
Yeah, and then we watched a movie called Murder Party.
Yeah, and that was my favorite of the movies that we watched. Like, personally, I like.
Alex thinks it is. Movie called Murder Party.
Well, Murder Party sounds like the frat quarterly I went to on Thursday.
What?
Nothing, but question.
Can you
What's
say that
this?
again? You're cutting out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Murder Party sounds like the quarterly I went to on Thursday.
I didn't hear that either.
You're just cutting out for some reason, Alex.
Okay, whatever. Fuck it.
Something was dying.
Regardless on if I'm cutting out, I actually have to go soon. So I'm gonna leave you with the
Okay.
question. Leave you with the question. Scariest movie you've ever seen and favorite horror movie you've ever seen. So they don't necessarily have to be the same thing.
Favorite horror movie?
And scariest movie.
Like scariest movie
And
you've ever seen and favorite what? Scariest and what?
I can give answers for that.
All right.
I have like multiple.
I got a chat message. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, scariest and favorite. And not necessarily the same.
All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys
choosing
for having
one.
me. Tell Will and Joe hello.
So, okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. See ya.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's talk about real quick, because That was like the other movie we saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
well, it's like from 2007,
Oh, seven.
and it's really low budget. Like I read that they hardly had any money for it. Like they just used money that they had. Like they couldn't get it financed or anything.
It's amazing actually what they got though.
Yeah, like I think it's
public area, and I'm wondering if they actually paid like all the people that were on screen or not.
I don't know.
And then they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna be filming." And funny, but like in the credits where they show like there's like a part in the beginning, treaters walking around the street.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they actually listed like all the trick or treaters. That's actually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So essentially, it's about this guy who is very like kind of guy. He finds like an invitation to a party, which he doesn't know what it is, but he like gets a poorly put together costume, but it's like put together like the last minute. And he goes like to the address on the invitation.
It's mainly because his cat, Sir
Lancelot. Like I think everyone knows like what kind of people
Oh yeah.
like these are. They're like really pretentious. They think like all their work is like really creative, but like they're really just insecure. And so he gets like kidnapped by them, like tied to a chair or whatever, and they're all like going to make essentially make art of him to get like grant money from this crazy guy. That's basically it's mostly a horror movie.
Yeah.
It gets like more of a horror movie at the end, but it's still really funny.
But it's funny like how he like kind of he has to get out of there by basically just letting like the other characters.
It really isn't even about him.
Yeah, it's like it's about these characters, and it's like how. So what I'm looking for, like how, but like incompetent they basically are.
Yeah,
It's like
none of them are smart.
But not that they're not smart, they're just very kind of like.
And it's not even like that. Any of them are necessarily bad people, either.
No,
they're just all very kind of.
I mean, but when stuff actually happens, it comes at a good time. Like it's paced pretty well.
Yeah,
Interesting. I liked it.
There were some things that I thought were weird, like calling each other dildo as like an insult.
Yeah.
But like I almost thought it was funny, as if like that's the only insult they could ever come up with.
It's like, you guys are dildos. It's like, okay.
Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah, like it's something you'd use in LA, honestly. Like, living in LA, we know this.
But I definitely recommend it. Again, it's low budget. It's really well shot too. Like I thought the cinematography was like good, not like great or anything, but like everything.
It was good enough.
There wasn't any like cinematography that I thought sucked. And like a lot of horror movies,
it kept the action on screen. Like you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, like you don't.
And it cut away from things like In the Perfect Time.
Yeah.
Like the guy when he was drinking, and then like he goes for a smoke, and then like what happens after that. So it's paced pretty well. So I liked it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that. So.
And they have an Australian dog in it. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
but he should have been a court.
And Sir Lancelot is adorable.
Yes, he is Sir Lancelot. What was his actual name in real life? The cat actor.
Puff or something like I don't know. Yeah, Snoop Puffy or something like that. It had a really cute name.
Yeah, it's like
really funny. Overall, I really like that movie, and I wonder what else the director has made.
I hope he went on to do better things, honestly.
Yeah,
because it's obviously shows. It was a good director because it was one of the actors out. So
yeah, and like I haven't seen all those actors like before, but I did, and like I looked at all
female,
up on IMDb.
The second female looks very familiar.
Which one?
The one with the wig on.
Yeah, she does look familiar.
And also
I like looked at her IMDb page. There's like nothing that I would have.
And also the camera extra girl, like the one that helps her.
Oh yeah,
she looks familiar too. But I guess
no, I didn't like none of them. Like I knew.
That's interesting.
I think they were all like friends with each other and like knew each other.
Probably,
which is
that's
cool.
That's how you get the next, the next Evil Dead crew.
Yeah,
Bruce Campbell. That's how you get the next Bruce Campbell. Then again, nobody will have the chin of Bruce Campbell, so.
Yeah.
I still find it funny that Fairly Odd Parents has chin.
Oh, the Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin, simply because of him.
And then Billy and Mandy has Hostile Gato.
Oh yeah.
It was just like a total blatant Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Escape from New York reference.
Yep.
But so to answer Alex's question.
Oh yeah.
What are we think that are the scariest movies and best horror movies?
I think I have an answer, but what do you guys think?
Okay. Well, scariest, I don't really know, because like what your favorite, like this is kind of
I feel like the one, like I think the scariest would be the one that made you either like cringe or like actually like scared.
I can think of a lot. There's not
like
I think if I had to pick like one that fits what I think is scary, I'd say The Descent is a really good, especially for like a recent movie. For those who don't know what The Descent is, it's about this group of female friends, and I think it's an Australian movie, right?
I think it could be different. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but it was, and they all go basically like spelunking in a cave, and then the further they get into the cave, they they realize that there are these monsters like lurking in the cave that have like been living down there for a while.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. It's really well directed. The claustrophobia right.
Yeah.
And they get the idea.
Amazingly, that movie.
Is
like
the way
to a
that
degree. No, there's one thing that's done so amazing in this movie that like I've never seen another movie. It was lighting.
Yeah.
Lighting, like
so
it was done so freaking.
All of the lighting when they're in the cave is like natural lighting.
Like you got actual fire.
There's no like fake, like if it needs the light, they use a match or their flashlights on their helmets.
Yeah.
It's all like through natural lighting, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, and they did a really good work. I'm just trying to figure out where they actually did it.
I think it's a British movie.
Yeah, it's filmed in North America, but
yeah,
I think
the main actress is I think she's Scottish.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
I think it's Scottish. I don't know.
Sent 3. I think we can't a third one.
I hope they're not making a third one. Don't see the sequel, by the way.
Yeah, the Descent Part 2
is one of the worst sequels ever. The Descent stands on its own. Don't even see the sequel for like curiosity. It sucks. But so I would definitely recommend that, especially if you're claustrophobic and you're afraid of the dark. It's like fucking really intense.
Isn't this the guy? That guy? Wait.
No, that's the director of the first one. The guy on the right is the director of the second one.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
The second one was
The second one like
someone who
threw
worked
out.
and did none of the things that Neil Marshall did right.
The
And Neil
second one-
Marshall is a good director. I like his the stuff that I've seen of his.
The annoying thing is like they completely throw out like everything that they did in the Descent Part 1.
Mhm.
Which is
And
honestly
they bring
sucks.
back characters who like
Obviously,
it's all just bad.
so
So I definitely highly recommend The Descent.
Part
One of the best horror movies of the past like 10 years.
And then, what's your favorite?
My favorite horror movies. Well, I have like a bunch. Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Just pick one. Just choose. Just say like you have more, but just pick one that you can think of.
Okay, well, I'd say one that people would like as much as me is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh,
And that movie I think is pretty scary too.
Yeah, it was actually was. Pretty scary.
Yeah. Like there's at this point it's about a group of scientists in the
I think they're military personnel.
no, I think they're scientists
Are they?
because
Like I think it's a
they're
mixed
like
group.
excavators or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really sure. It's not too important though,
Yeah, they don't really
but it's
explain it. But yeah, it's this outpost in the North Pole, Antarctic.
something. Yeah, I think Antarctic.
Yeah, Antarctic, where
They find an alien frozen in the ice that can assimilate itself by taking over people's bodies.
yeah, them Norwegians.
Yeah.
So it starts, I guess, these Norwegian scientists find this thing, and they try killing it, but they don't manage to do it, and that's how the thing happens.
Yeah, I don't.
But like in the original, it's basically they're chasing after this thing, and I won't explain like how, but they're basically trying to kill it. And the group that we are introduced to, like don't know about it, and that it falls onto them to kill it or like figure out how to like defeat it.
Yeah.
So definitely see The Thing if you get to
It's
John
incredibly well directed.
Yeah.
I think all the shots are really awesome to look at.
and all the effects are real, like
All the effects are practical. All of the effects are just. I'd say it's like a milestone in like horror movie makeup effects and stuff.
yeah.
And the animatronics are all good. They're all amazing.
Like it was when did Alien come out?
Alien came out 3 years before it.
Yeah, so it's like the best. I'd say the best like practical effects since Alien,
Yeah.
like
I'd
in
say
that
so.
era, because Alien. Like I rewatched Alien because I played Isolation. It's like that's fucking amazing what they pulled off.
Yeah.
So,
Especially in Alien, like a lot of the sets are really good. Like it all looks real in Alien.
yeah. What's
the-
interesting and
Yeah, go ahead.
really fast, like in Alien Isolation, like all the screens are like CRV, like they're all like
I'll show you pictures, but it's all like how they viewed back then. It's interesting that they actually use that, not like, oh, let's just update the screens and make it all realistic and stuff. It's like no, they actually kept with that, and I'll show you like
But so The Thing is good effect, like great effects, great acting too. I think like when I first saw the movie, I liked Kurt Russell a lot, and I liked Keith, but other characters necessarily like.
so it's like it
stood
looks
out.
like it's all like sorry.
Mhm. Yeah, I know.
It's all like particle-y, it's all like it's big, it's rugged, it's not like today it's like, oh, it's all small, it's holograms and stuff, and it's like no, they actually kept with that feel of kind of the 80s kind
Yeah,
of
and
feel.
then Prometheus didn't.
Prometheus didn't.
Prometheus like went forward, but it was meant to go backward. So
Yeah.
it should have looked like it was. I don't know.
It feels very much the product, like it very much.
I'm sorry. Do you see that?
What?
That one.
This? Oh wow. Okay, we're just gonna scroll past that.
Yeah.
I was trying to find like just because it looks cool. Like I like that they kept with that stuff. It's like here, this is a picture. Like it's actual. It's an actual like just a black and yellow computer screen.
Yeah, I get it.
But I like that. I like that
Black
those
and green.
touches. I'm colorblind. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'd say the thing is probably my favorites.
I'll agree with you.
It's hard to pick.
For me, and I just make these choices because that's the first things that could like come up in mind. But like my favorite, like the scariest one, and I basically count it because it made me actually like it kept me on my seat, and it also like not scared me, but it got me like worried, and like I got really scared of this situation, and it was Grave Encounters, the original one.
Yeah.
And like just the idea of being like trapped and like stuck with the, even though it's not necessarily scary, and you explain like how like all like the effects are, like they're not necessarily amazing effects, but it's in that context.
It builds like enough atmosphere that when the effects come, you're sort of into it.
Yeah.
Like enough.
And then my favorite one would be Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Because Cabin in the Woods is fucking awesome.
Yeah, let's not spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. You gotta see Cabin in the Woods.
I'm planning that as my last review of the month. So
it's fucking amazing, man. You gotta see Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, don't like shut it off halfway through, because like on the surface it's a very like ordinary looking horror movie. Like it's about teenagers that go.
I mean, from the beginning, you kind of get like something's off here.
Yeah, there's like enough like to keep you like kind of like what's going on?
Like something's not. It's like something's not on track.
Yeah,
and it very much feels like it's one of those just like normal movies. Like it's not a normal scary movie. It's like extremely fucking amazing.
Yeah, you have to stay until. You have to watch the whole movie,
I guess. And I think honorable mention to Evil Dead 2013. Is that the new one?
Oh yeah.
Where that one screenshot, and I gotta find it really fast, but I fucking love this screenshot.
I couldn't find
my
Google images.
Didn't I just take a screenshot of it sometime?
I took a screenshot of it on like when I had the digital copy. Whatever.
Oh my god,
I would probably say my favorite horror movie series is Evil Dead.
But just that one scene, it's just this picture of her with a chainsaw cutting in half this demon while this cabinet is on fire in the background, and like it's raining blood.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
this picture is just, I want this plastered all over my wall. And just the entire wall, like all that, like from edge to edge, just that picture, just because it's so fucking awesome.
And that movie had amazing practical effects.
Yeah,
because you don't see a lot of good practical effects today in horror movies.
No, you don't.
It's really annoying, especially with ghost
Murder
movies.
Party had really good practical effects.
Yeah, it did. It didn't have like a lot.
Yeah, but the ones that did,
like a lot of the kills were actually like off screen, which is interesting.
But what it did have, it was good though.
Yeah.
So at least that.
Mm-hmm. But I'd say Evil Dead actually is probably my favorite horror series or whatever.
Okay.
Because like Evil Dead 2 was like the movie that made me want to make movies.
Yeah.
So it's very like influential to me. And also, it's just really fun.
Are they doing Army of Darkness 2 still? Or?
I have no idea. They've like been going back and forth on like whether they're making a TV show or whether they're making like a.
How can you make it into a TV show? Wouldn't be as interesting.
I have no idea.
Did you hear? This is actually pretty new news. A lot of like these big companies, a lot of these big like TV, like big channels,
mm-hmm.
are like cutting down on reality television.
That's good. I hate reality TV.
Yeah, they're like a lot of people like our age and below just find them like reality TV like extremely stupid.
Yep.
And like I saw a lot of numbers where it's just like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, people don't watch that as much as they used to. You know, there used to be 4 fucking million people watching Keeping with the Kardashians per episode. Per episode. God damn.
Well, now that there's like actual good television,
Yeah.
let's like actually start
So
watching it.
AMC cut like 90% of their reality TV stuff.
Like Arrested Development doesn't get more than 3 seasons, but Creeping with the Kardashians gets like fucking million views.
And there are pretty good like reality
fuck,
TV shows out there.
Fuck people, man. Seriously.
Like there are pretty good reality TV shows, but like the competition, like the Dancing with the Stars and American Idol, that's dying down.
Good.
Because you just don't I don't know if you feel it
stupid
anymore.
I never even watched American Idol. I never cared about it.
I mean, some
funny.
Some of them do have like good stories, but like it just feels kind of like like by now it's like, oh, Simon Cowell's not part of this anymore, and like a lot of people are like just not watching this much. I like would find drama. It's like, oh my god, I voted for him, but he didn't go. It's so sad. It's like, okay, it's sad. He didn't go because it wasn't good enough. It's happened. But like I remember in Israel, I was watching their first season of the X Factor. And there was this woman that came from the Philippines. I want to say the Philippines, and she was like a heavier woman. She's older, and she had an amazing voice. She was like really good, and most of her songs were like in English. And she was really, really good. And by the end of it, you find out she's also like a lesbian and like other things. And she's like a really cool woman. So, I mean, that was interesting to watch. But like, that's because people are interesting sometimes. But like, and now in reality TV shows, we have reality TV about mall security cops or like a small town cop or like, I don't know, fixing. Well, I hear like there's this one where like they go to bars and like help them fix up, and I guess that one's actually pretty good or something. But I haven't watched it.
Whenever someone says like a reality show, it's like, oh, it's actually pretty good. It's like, it's not.
It's not as good as an actual scripted like show.
Yeah, because it's like there's like tons of other shit that I'd rather watch than fucking reality TV shows. Sorry.
There are shows that I do like though that are reality. Like there's Storage Wars, and it's just kind of interesting. It's like it's not it's not bad. It's not good, but it's interesting because there's no drama. It's just like, oh, cool, they found stuff in a like they found all this stuff, and then I go and check. It's Storage Wars is basically these people that like are bidding on storage containers.
I don't care.
I don't know. That's the only one I can like. That's one out of a billion others that are pretty fucking bad. So the rest of them I just don't want to see. So let's agree on that. But yeah, now with TV shows coming out like Flash and Gotham, which I hear they're getting good reviews, but I haven't seen them yet. Like all these big shows.
My mom's been watching Gotham, and she said she liked it. She likes it.
That's good.
And she's been watching Flash too, and she said that's good.
That's good.
But
so now that like a lot of shows are coming out, like good shows.
Yeah,
it's good. I like it.
It's not necessarily into. I don't watch TV shows unless like it's ended. Like unless the TV show is ended, because at least because then you can actually like watch it in one go, and you don't have to try to remember like, oh, what happened last season? I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
and that's like just like a personal thing.
But for me, like I'm the same way with like animated shows. I it annoys me to have to like wait a week just to see the next episode.
Yeah.
And then like it's like, oh yeah, she probably.
It's also like it's like almost like it just like keeps on your mind, and you have to like remember.
Like you're wondering what's going on. Like, and that's a good thing. That's the point of it. But these days, like, oh, just release the entire show and you can watch it.
Yeah, that's what I like about Netflix.
Yeah.
But what other? Sorry, what did you say was the scariest horror movie?
The scariest? I said go Grave Encounters.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the one that kept me on my seat.
A lot of horror movies for me have like when I think of like scary movies, they usually have like singular scenes that are scary.
Yeah.
Like it, which has a lot to do with like the scenes before it and stuff.
It's
but,
hard
like,
to find a movie.
I can think of a lot of scariest moments.
Yeah.
But
It's hard to think of movies that are like consistently scary like the entire way through, and that's what I think about Grim Encounter. Like from the moment it starts being scary, it keeps on being scary.
yeah, it's good. I've watched it with other people too, and there were like moments where they jumped or we were like watching in daylight. But another, I mean, like there's obvious stuff like The Exorcist. Like I think Alien, like the concept of Alien is really scary too.
Yeah.
Like just having like a living being inside you is like really disgusting.
Oh yes.
But
oh yeah.
I don't know.
What should we
Just like what were you gonna say?
Well, I want to tell the story, but Alex left and Will isn't here.
Yeah.
I still feel like it would be a funny story.
It'd be funny, but
I should wait if Will joins us. I'm gonna check if he joins us.
But yeah, I want to tell the story that I had against Wheel. Apparently, he was at a party last night, and that's why he didn't join us today. So
okay.
I'm hoping that we could actually do the one on
Friday.
Friday, because
well, I think that's cool, but also like then we'd have to do Sunday also.
oh, we can skip on Sunday unless you want to do the Halloween one on Sunday.
But then that'd be weird. But
well, Sunday
we don't have to do we don't have to do a Halloween one.
I don't want to do a Halloween one.
Okay.
It's Spooky Cast. Spooky.
Yeah.
You never wore your mask, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't feel like it.
It's spooky. Where's my mask?
God.
Shit, I don't know where my mask is.
Whatever.
It's spooky. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. There's like too much shit like going on that I didn't even
no, I
feel
get
like
you.
it.
I get you. I'm just thinking.
But I mean, it'd be cool to give away stuff, but I don't have anything to give away.
I have stuff for us to give away.
Okay. Well.
But like the thing is, like we just need to get like it out there, and simply it's just gonna be us. Like we're gonna be telling you guys what we'll be posting throughout the week, and then if you join us for the cast and we have enough people watching, then we'll start giving people stuff away. This is what I'm hoping. Definitely with the site, like there's this stuff that's getting better. Like Alex is explaining to me a lot of stuff about like the fixing a bunch of stuff, and I don't know if you know, but I'm downloading. I'm gonna be downloading, not that downloading, but I'm gonna be getting CS6, which was an issue.
How come you couldn't before?
Because I didn't have Adobe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's Will.
Will or Joe?
It's Will. Again, his camera's fucked up. Draw is not supported on this user's platform.
He's a bunch of green bars.
Will, you lied to us. You're not human. Oh, wait. He lied to us. He's a bunch of green.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. You tell us. Oh, my God. Now he's sideways.
It's like, I think your camera's kind of dead there, my friend.
I'm trying to think of anything else that we saw.
Not sure.
Other movies.
Well, we saw, like you talked about Murder Party. We talked about.
I'll be
Yeah,
back.
we basically talked about everything that we saw.
Okay.
See, movie Nightbreed?
Is it the one you saw after your list?
No,
Or before?
I saw it before.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Scream Factory is releasing it in 2 days as like, well, okay, it was a movie that came out in 1990, and it just recently got, and it has a new cut, the director's cut. And it was written by Parker, and this is his version of the movie. Like, this is the one that he intended people to see back, like, almost 25 years ago, right? Yeah, 25 years ago.
What was it, 80?
1990.
90? Yeah, 25. 24 years ago.
Yeah, almost 25.
Yeah.
So, one edition that Screen Factory is releasing has both the director's cut, theatrical cut. I haven't seen the theatrical cut yet. I did get that version, and it got to my house early. Because if you it early, but so
It was cool though.
they also have an edition that's just the director's cut, but I don't know which one would be that people would want more. The box set that I got is like $80 or like 70 on Amazon, but the director's, if you just get the director's cut, it's like 20 or 25. So I think that would probably be the preferable version for people to get. But, yeah, just the one with the director's cut.
How was it?
I really liked Nightbreed. I thought the effects were fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many different creatures and with different makeup effects on them and stuff. Like every creature is unique to each other.
That's cool.
And it was more like an action movie than a horror movie. Like almost like a fantasy like action movie. But it was really good. And director David Cronenberg actually plays the villain, and he's really awesome in that.
That's cool.
So I recommend it. Probably either version would be fine.
Yeah, we have Will.
Hold on. All right. Wait. Fuck. Hold on.
Gotta mute shit, man.
Well,
But that actually sounds pretty cool. What is it called?
Nightbreed.
Might have to watch it. What's the general story? Is it like?
Well, it's like about this guy who is kind of like psychologically disturbed, I guess, and he keeps dreaming about this town called Midian, which is like this place where a bunch of creatures and like outcasts go to, and like he goes there, but then he dies like along the way, and becomes like kind of like almost he becomes part of Midian.
Oh, cool.
And David Cronenberg's character is like trying to like basically destroy Midian and like genocide them all.
Okay.
But it's really third act is really like action packed.
That's pretty
It's
good.
great.
All right. So Will, how's it going?
all right. I've had many difficulties trying to get this video shit set up, so I was woefully unprepared for it.
It's
I have a couple different camera
Woefully-
options. What? Is
Nothing,
this working? I'm sure my video is going to be slightly.
Yeah, it's working.
Is my video synced up with my talking? Or is it off? What?
You
It's
can.
kind of off, but
Yeah, it's a little off.
Okay. The reason why.
I feel like it's a little off.
yeah.
It is a little. Well, okay. As you notice, I'm logged in twice. So here's the thing.
Yes, I have.
I
was
couldn't,
like, okay,
I
he's
couldn't,
here.
I couldn't be bothered to fuck around with the DSLR this morning. But so what I tried to do was I have a PlayStation Eye camera, like from
Turn it off
PS3,
right now.
and that is a really good webcam, and I used to use it as a good webcam. But since I formatted the computer, I had to get drivers for it again. But now the drivers, because they updated them, now cost money. They cost like $2, and I'm not fucking paying $2 for them. And I couldn't find any of the old drivers. And then
Wait,
the only
what?
one I did find ended up being a Trojan horse. And I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. So I couldn't get it to work, so I'm like, I'll figure it out later. So then what I did was I was just going to go on my iPhone. So I logged in on my iPhone, on the iPhone 6 Plus, and then for whatever reason, the front-facing camera on the Google Chat app is being all like fucked up. And I was like, well, I could update the app or try and figure that out. But then I just decided, because if I use the iPhone, I can't use my good microphone because I don't have an adapter for it. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to log in twice. On my computer, I'll use my microphone, and then I'll log in on my iPhone, which I am, and now I'm using the back-facing camera on my iPhone as a webcam on a separate account, on a separate channel, and then I'm logged in twice. Once as a microphone and once as a camera. So that's dedication.
That is overly complex.
But it works.
Like, do you remember what originally I was planning to do? Whenever we said like, it is working. But originally, what I was going to do for the cast was use the old computer to stream computer and have the camera connected to the other computer because we didn't have a new camera, and then I had to have the audio come off that computer to us. It was going to be completely like fucked up, but I ended up just getting a new camera and a bunch of other stuff. But it doesn't look that bad actually. Like
how's the video quality? Is it all right?
Yeah, it looks good. What's going on? Yeah, it's good. So you kind of missed a little. We talked about watched.
Yeah,
throughout the week, which were Murder Party, VHS Viral, which we found to be atrocious, and then
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad, which is like a really nice 80s movie.
Yeah, that movie was really good.
And we also watched John Wick.
Yeah.
That ended up being really, really good. And
I was surprised how fucking good John Wick was.
Yeah.
So is it just the three of us?
Alex here because he has school stuff to tend to. He's getting his diploma. What a nerd. No. But yeah, he went. He had a honors kind of meeting thing, so he had to go. He joined us, but I think he got busy because of Star Citizen stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
But I guess he's a moderator for them now, which is pretty cool for him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But,
Does he make money doing that?
Not for us, so I don't care.
Does he make money there?
No.
Oh.
He just moderates their forum. He moderates the forum for them, so.
Do we make money here?
Not really.
Not a lot.
Not enough for you. But
I just got paid for September.
We're getting a constant.
I just got paid for September. It's gonna be time to get paid for
Yeah,
October.
we didn't get the check until like way too late. The thing is, at least it's constant. That's what I'm happy about. At least we have a constant viewing. Hopefully, when we get more people going, and finally I'll have CS ready, I can put the comics up. We'll have your comic. We'll have your comic.
Yeah, hopefully I get it done in time because I have like what's happening with my stuff.
So
sure.
Okay. Go ahead.
So today I'm gonna work like I don't want to say half-assed,
Simplistic.
but yeah, very.
I've seen your drawings.
Yeah,
they're
fine. It's not supposed to be anything super, high quality or anything. Like I'm literally just gonna be drawing on pen on paper and then scan it into the computer and like.
You don't have a
putting
I thing. I thought you had a
I
tablet.
don't like using the tablet though. I don't know why.
Oh.
So I'm just using pen and
Maybe eventually.
marker.
Maybe eventually.
Yeah,
But
eventually.
What you could do is pretty much like just do it on paper and then trace it on the system, and that should be pretty damn easy.
Yeah.
At least that way you get rid of like the lines and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So that's what's happening with the comic. But so I was supposed to film the second episode of Pocket Detectors this weekend, but my friend Willie, not this Will.
This will be better.
No, I don't know. I'm not gonna pick.
Like,
I've known Willie all my whole life, so I can't really not say that he's better.
Yeah, I'm amazed that me and I've yet to see him there.
Oh yeah, you guys both go to to
the same college, and I've yet to see him anywhere.
Yeah. So we were supposed to film this weekend, but he got busy, and so he is gonna come over to my house to film on Wednesday. But to make it easier to film like all of his scenes, I'm gonna film like on Tuesday, so I need to get a script done by then. But I also have to, and Friday is Halloween, which is when I want to get the stuff done by, to film my stuff and then his stuff and then edit in like a day. And plus we're going to Kamikaze on Halloween. And then, fuck. The more I talk about this, the more I'm like stressing out.
You'll be fine, dude. You have a lot of time.
Yeah, but I procrastinate like hell.
Yeah. Do you want to at least say like what your comic's about?
It's basically like kind of like Tales from the Crypt, or it's like an anthology horror thing.
Oh.
It's just kind of supposed to be.
So Cyanide and Happiness.
No, but it has like the drawing.
Yeah, I know.
Quality of Cyanide and Happiness.
Yeah.
But
do you know who Cyanide and Happiness are? Will.
No. Yeah, how would he? Everyone knows what. Oh, really?
You really don't know who Cyanide?
It's a webcomic. It's really dark.
It's a webcomic. Now they
like
have
darkly,
also, like they now have videos too, and they're just really dark.
Yeah, it's all about dark comedy. Just like random horror comics, basically.
How about you? How's your comic coming along?
It's good. I at the convention last weekend.
I'm liking the first page there. Looks really good.
Did you see that preview that I put on Twitter?
Yeah, it was on Twitter. Yeah, I'll show you.
It's not finished. That's obvious.
You put on.
But it was meant as it was meant as a teaser. That's actually what we did. We created that sort of print poster thing to take to the convention. So that's the finished shot of the main character and then her badge. And then it's
like the. We can continue. Sorry.
Yeah, and then the behind it, that's the first page, but it's obviously it's not in finished form yet. But it's and you can't. There's a bunch of stuff hidden behind the logo, obviously, but you can sort of get the gist of how
it looks cute.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy with how that turned out. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to launch the actual comic, which hopefully.
So.
I know our goal was to launch by Halloween. I think we're gonna be a little like the first page. I think is done, but I want to have. I think before I officially launch, I want to have at least the next one done. So it'll be if not
like
Halloween, if not Halloween, it'll be early November. We're gonna start work on the second page this week, actually. So, and a lot of it is just like, getting, because my artist, she needs to sort of get back into the groove, and then, once you accumulate enough sort of background art, then it's easier to kind of build stuff up, whatever. So,
Yeah,
getting used to
I'm up to page 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a question. So are you writing the comic, or
yeah? I'm not the artist. I'm not the artist. Yeah, I'm the writer and I'm the creator of it. So everything that you see on the page, even though I didn't draw it, I still created everything. So the way the characters look, the way they are in position, everything. Like I've written it out and I've like pieced it together how I want it to look. So basically, what you see on the page is what I've created in my mind, and then it's put onto paper by my friend. So
that's very cool.
She's doing a great job. It looks really
nice.
Yeah,
I'm really excited with her art style. I think it's really great, and it's pretty much what I wanted out of it. So I think it's going to be really good. I can give you. I mean, the page is going to be. I mean, what do we even have any viewers this week? Probably not. But
I don't know about
Twitch. We have 1, 2.
Yeah, but that might be me.
Yeah, what's on Twitch?
Good.
I watch on Twitch because it's the only way I can see your guys' camera.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we don't. I guess we don't put it on Google Hangouts.
Yeah. So what will happen from now on, by the way, is it's gonna be we're gonna upload the Google Hangouts one first, and then once the Twitch version for YouTube is ready to export, I export it to YouTube, and then we show.
Right now, we're showing both our and your video feed on ours, and you can see that.
Yeah.
So eventually, I want to have it so we're all on Twitch.
So I'll give a little bit for whoever's watching or sees this later, and for you guys, I'll basically give you I'll sort of walk you through what's happening in the background of this preview here.
Okay.
So the first panel, first long one, that's a look. And when this is finished, it'll have like little text boxes that sort of explain things and stuff, and there'll obviously be dialogue put into it. But the first one, that is basically that's a shot of our kingdom. So this is where the comic takes place. For now, later on it'll move to a new setting, but and it's called Serenity Kingdom. And so Princess Detective, that's our main character, and this is her badge. And we'll explain why she has a badge and all this. There's tons of backstory and comedy and stuff in this. But anyway, so we basically show that
I find it
that's...
kind of funny that her name's...
There's a reason for that.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's an actual reason for that, and it actually will play into a much larger story piece later on. I have tons of stuff ready for this, but I don't want to give any of it away.
Yeah, no,
But so
I understand.
Serenity Kingdom, and then in the next panel there you see that even though because this kingdom is sort of interesting because it's like a fairy tale. It's actually the castle and the sort of land and look is sort of heavily inspired by the Zelda franchise. By design, but then when you actually go into the kingdom itself, because you see the castle there, and you can't see it because it's hidden by the preview, by Princess Detective, or PD for short.
By your hat.
What we called. There's actually a little like village town thing just down the road from the castle, which is where most of the stuff takes place. And inside that, you can actually see like you've got a back alley that kind of looks like a modern sort of back alley place. Because it's a modern kingdom, it doesn't really have a real time setting on it. It's just sort of an interesting thing. But anyway, so in this town, in this little castle, city, village, town thing, there's tons of murders going on. It's a really seedy underbelly place, or at least that's how it appears. And so we have Princess Detective, our main character, in the next panel, and this is basically her introduction. And it's like, she's standing all virtuous, and she's going to clean up the town because it's her job to be the detective and to solve all the murders and to, she's not really a police officer. She's more like a private detective, just to, she wants to be a beacon of light for the people to feel hope and safe with. And then in the next shot after that, it's her investigating with her microscope and with her magnifying glass. Yeah, that magnifying glass has special significance.
That would be actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that magnifying glass would have
be
special
actually pretty cool.
significance with a microscope and just like analyze the soil and everything. So that magnifying glass it'll have significance later on as well. But anyway, but what you can't tell because of the preview is that she's just magnifying just dirt on the ground. Like there's nothing there. There's no footprint. She's just basically going around looking with this thing, looking like she knows what she's doing. And then in the next panel, you see there's a guy there screaming. There's some dialogue going on, and basically what that is as she's sitting there investigating her dirt for no real reason, because she's not in the middle of investigating anything. This is what she does. And this guy comes up, and he's basically shouting like, "Oh, help, help! I think it's his grandma. I'm pretty sure my grandma's been murdered. Somebody help me! Princess Detective, come help!" And then she's saying, "Oh yeah, leave it to me. I'll solve this." And then in the next panel, you see her looking there. She's kind of looking sad. She's looking at the dead body. She's investigating all this, and you can see there's clearly a knife in the old lady's back. And so she's just looking, and then in the next panel, which you can't see because it's hidden, she's deduced what happened, and her expression is very matter-of-factly. And she basically says, "I deduce that this old lady died of natural causes." And despite the fact there's a knife in her back, and then you see the kid there just falls over from complete and total utter disbelief.
So,
that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. But in actuality, the kid has actually just been murdered. While she's sitting there deducing that this is a natural cause of death. So the murder is really on the loose in the back as that stuff is going on. So basically what it'll read, what the sort of narrative text will read is, welcome to the peaceful kingdom of Serenity Kingdom, and this is Princess Detective, and she's cleaning up and everything. But basically, on the last two panels, I'll say, but the only problem is that Princess Detective is completely incompetent at her job, and so that's sort of the intro to what this is. And so the first page is just sort of to set up, kind of how this is going, that she's terrible at it, she has to do it. In the next episode, she's going to be introduced to her companion that will follow her through the series, who, here's an exclusive for everybody, because we're getting close enough to launch, I can talk a little bit about it. Her companion is actually a talking cat, a magical flying talking cat, who's like really, she's a girl, her name is Sheena, she's super pissed, like just completely sarcastic, like angry little cat. And there's all kinds of backstory for her on later as well. But the interesting thing about her is that she has psychic abilities. She has like telekinesis powers, so she can move things with her mind. And she's a flying cat, and she has these little tiny pair of like wings on her back. But they don't actually hold her up because they're so tiny that they wouldn't actually function as wings to keep her up. So she actually just floats on her telekinesis ability, but she flaps her wings anyway, just to for show, to make it look like they're floating her, but they're not. So anyway, and then as we go forward, there will be a lot of mysteries. There will be trying to solve. It's sort of like a whodunit kind of murder mystery thing, but at the same time you've got all these stories going on about who Princess Detective is and what's going on there, and then you're going to start going into her backstory and everything, and finding out where she comes from, and then she's going to learn about who she is. Like I said, there is a reason why she's called Princess Detective, and there's actually a lot of stuff going into it. So
Looks very interesting. I'm actually interested in seeing where it goes to.
Yeah.
Later on,
is it going to be like how Aaron's?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you
Sorry?
go ahead.
Oh no!
Go ahead.
You say what you were going to say.
Okay, so are you going to be releasing it like individual pages, like how Aaron's doing his comics, or are you going to like wait till the whole chapter is done and then release that?
No, it'll be pages.
That's how I'm doing mine.
Yeah, well, basically what you see on that page there, that would essentially be one page. So that will be what'll be released, and then our goal is to try and get 2 pages out per month to start, and then as we get better and faster at it, we'll start releasing it quicker than that.
That's good. Cool. That's good. So I think I've voiced it a few times. I have a whole batch of pages because I have 10 pages like saved up. The issue is just it's been like transferring to this computer. It's been shitty, and CS6. You can't buy CS6. You have to have a subscription for CS6. So I'm trying to figure out how to get my CS4 working again. It's the whole like mess. And yeah, so now we'll have your comic up. Hopefully we'll have your comic up too, Will.
Yeah, I want to say
And
hopefully for mine also. I want to hopefully because the first one takes place on Halloween, so I'd like to have it done by Halloween.
Is it gonna be like one-offs? Like everyone is like.
Yeah. Each one it doesn't
Happy.
it doesn't continue a story.
So sad.
See, those kind of comics are really cool too. I actually have a friend. And I don't know. I mean, I could talk to him about maybe we could get his stuff on the site as well, because one of my friends is a good friend of mine and a creative friend. He's part of my improv group and everything. He's a really good artist, and he's creating one-off comics as well. And I've seen some of his stuff. He's got 5 or 6 done, and they're actually really good. So I don't know. I'll talk to him and see if he wants to maybe have like, even if they're at other places as well. Like Princess Detective, I'll keep as it'll be like an exclusive thing for Centric for a while. But I am gonna put like Patreon onto it, and eventually I'll make it its own website as well and everything. But to start and to get it sort of the ball rolling, it'll be only available at Centric. And of course I'll like tweet it out and everything, but I'll still tweet it to that link. So.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I keep trying to talk to people like to come on the site, but they keep disappearing. Like it's weird like when people like interested in working, like it's just like, oh, It's like, sure, we'll work with you, and then like you try contacting them tomorrow, the next day, and they just kind of disappear.
I bet they saw my corner.
Very corner, and they were like, oh, dude, this
I'm
is
like, oh,
shit.
okay, I don't want to be a part of this site.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say? Shit. So you missed us kind of talking about these other movies. I was just thinking.
Oh
what we were
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, you're talking about horror movies. I was just gonna
And-
say actually, I want October to be over already. I'm
Oh,
I'm
okay.
burnt out from it. We had a Halloween party last night that went to like 3 a.m. and
Yeah, you told me. How did that go?
well, actually, luckily I was able to get most of the makeup off my face because I was all zombied up last night. And this morning I still had a lot left on me, so I had to hop in the shower trying to get it off, which I think I did. I might have a little bit of dark around my eyes left, but you can't really tell because I'm wearing glasses. But
I know you still look kind of dead to me.
thank you, appreciate that. I am tired. This month has been ridiculous, and then like last weekend at the convention, I was just I was just working so hard, and on convention weekends I get like no sleep. I get like maybe 4 hours a night. It's ridiculous, and by the end of it I'm just so absolutely like exhausted.
Yeah.
But it's a good exhaustion. Like I'm happy, and but I'm always sad too because I'm always sad when a convention weekend ends. Not just because of it's good because you get to go up on stage and you get to see everybody and you kind of get to be a little mini celebrity and all this stuff, which is really fun. And obviously I enjoy that and performing and all that. But then like there's so many people like there's so many like good friends of mine, like Kyle Bear, who was there, and he's a big voice actor out in LA, does like Dragon Ball Z, and he's the voice of Ryu from Street Fighter and all these things. Just for anybody who may have heard of him. He and I are good friends, but we don't get to see each other sometimes this is his first time coming to Vancouver actually, and I've been to LA a few times to see him and stuff, but so that was a really good weekend for me for that. And then like even my improv group people, like because they live on the island and we don't get to see each other that often, so these things in addition to being like really busy work and getting to do all these cool things and meet the fans and everything is also sort of some of my only chances in a year to really get to hang out with some of my good friends that I don't get to see very often in person. And so when that comes to an end on like Sunday night and I'm like driving people to the airport and dropping them off at the ferry terminal and all this stuff, and then like it's funny because last Sunday was like this really dark and stormy rainy night, and after Kyle had been taken to the airport, and then I went and dropped Dan off to the ferry terminal, which is like about an hour drive outside of town, like way down this dark driven highway. And so we went and hung out and everything. We went to Dairy Queen before his ferry, and we just kind of got to sit and relax and chat, and it's good, and I love it. I mean, I hang out with these guys online, we play games and stuff, but see them in person. But then you drop them off, and it's like it's 10 after 9 at night. It's dark and stormy. It's Sunday night. I'm so ridiculously exhausted from the weekend, and then I have to drive back home like an hour on this dark, like just dreary, rainy, like lonely road. And it's emotionally draining as well, and so that, and then I'm all so tired and exhausted, and it's like this sort of like this twilight sense. I'm sorry, I know I'm going on, and this is probably boring, but it's just this sense of like, I don't know.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Good.
It's this cool sense.
You're catching up on the time you.
Yeah. Well, it's this cool sense, but I mean, it's just so exhausting. So when I get home, and and then you roll into, because you gotta still get ready and you gotta do stuff, you relax a bit. So it's like midnight or whatever by the time you roll into bed, and you go to sleep, and you just want to sleep all day the next day, but then you got to get up and do stuff. And so it's like it takes me, after a weekend like that and doing all that stuff and all the work and then the emotional exhaustiveness and everything, it takes me like 2 or 3 days to actually recover from all that and sort of get back into the normal swing of things. And then I'm working and all this stuff, and so I only just basically recovered from this like a day or two ago, and then we go into this giant like Halloween party, and it's up all night, and I'm just like, it's cool, I'm not complaining, but I'm like, I just need a day or two just to do whatever I want to do and relax. And so October's been a really busy and really crazy month, so I'm going to be happy for it to be over, because now next weekend is actual Halloween. I've got more parties, I've got the actual Halloween night and everything, and I'm just kind of like, I love Halloween, I love October, I love it, but this year I'm like just ready for it to be over, so I can like just have November and kind of relax a little bit. So anyway, I'm done now.
I know how you feel. Julian knows this. I've been having a shitty month too, so don't feel bad. It's fine. I'm busy with work and school, so.
I wouldn't even say my month.
My October has been fantastic.
Great for you. It's great for
I'm
you,
just
Julian.
kidding. It's been, well, like the Power Detectors and like this comic like lining up. It's
Like only this week have I heard you complain about stuff being like mingled.
Yeah, I plan like too much stuff to come out like by the end of the month.
Yep.
But it's
So
fine.
Mewtwo is now in Smash Brothers.
At least it gets me creative. Like I think I'm much more creative when it's like last minute.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
kinda,
Oh yeah,
almost like how
me
like
too.
South Park is.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say I'm as good as South Park.
Yeah.
At all.
No, that's the
guess
way
you
I
can
am. Even when I have tons of time, like I procrastinate until the last. That's how I shine in the final moments. That's like my time.
For me, whenever the artist is done on the previous page, he's like, "Hey man, this is like the one to last version of the page before he puts on the text." I'm like, "Oh cool, that looks good." And I just like keep doing what I'm doing. It's like, "Oh shit, I should probably get the next page done so I can just start working on it." And I'll wait until like just before he sends it to start like writing it. Like you'll see like the text like for pages has gotten like smaller and smaller. But the thing is the artist understands what I mean now better. Like both my artists understand like what word for word what I mean, and I'll put a lot of visual representations instead of words. So I'll actually draw it out and show them how I want something to look, and they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, we can do that. So but I'll write less and less because they already understand what I mean. So I'll just like the last minute, whenever he sends me the last version, I'm like, oh, okay, here's the next version, go ahead. And it's like I know where the story's supposed to be going, but I don't actually work and do it until last minute.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll do changes like last moment. And it's like, oh yeah, I knew this was gonna happen, but okay, let's change it to that.
No, I'm the
So
same thing too.
We're all like that, I guess.
Yeah.
So I had a question about your comic. Is your comic gonna be like it's gonna follow a general narrative, but scenario-wise, or is it gonna actually follow like one story?
Me?
And I'm talking to you, Will. Yeah.
It is the story of Princess Detective. Like that's why that's what the comic is called. So there will be other things that will come in and out of it. And we actually I've actually designed specific thing. There's actually one of the cool things about it is that there's going to be well, so to answer your question, it's not there will be arcs, I suppose. There will be certain like 5 to 10 pages might be about like sort of a certain chapter or arc of a story, and then it'll move. Like there will be actual. You'll notice as it goes on that there will be almost sort of I wouldn't say they're narrative arcs, but there will be like environment. Like there will be certain things that will take place in a certain environment, or there might be a certain story that has to be taken care of. There might be a mystery that has to be solved, and then once that goes, it leads on to the next thing and so forth. But it'll be kind of like, I suppose there'll be certain arcs and things. They're not super defined, but as an overall, I'd say it is a narrative. It is sort of one story that's kind of going. And I suppose at some point I will finish what the initial story will be, and then I plan to have more stuff to go on from there as well. Because actually, what I can say is...
What I meant by that question is...
Okay.
What I meant by that question is, are the pages themselves scenario-based? Because sometimes it's an overarching story, but it's like a continuous story, but in different points. Like unlike a comic, like the ones I'm making, where they're like continuous per page, like what happened on the previous page, it's all one big story. So
yes,
so,
it's
like I'm
that,
asking you.
So no, absolutely, yeah. They're not. Each page is not like a self-contained thing. So page 2 after this first page will continue on from where page 1 went. So absolutely.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be. But as far as like the actual scenario stuff goes, though, one thing that I'll say too is that there will be. It opens up on like sort of this murder mystery type thing and showing what she's doing, and then shortly after that, it will lead into a grander, overarching personal story for her, and then once she completes that, it'll lead on to the next thing. So I do have there'll be scenes. But yeah, but page for page, like it'll just continue on going. But there will be hidden things in the page to look for, and this will probably be the only time I'm going to say it. Once it launches, I'm going to keep it hidden, so anybody who happens to see this or hear this will have this will be your only hint to look for things. But every page will have hidden things, hidden clues in it that will eventually lead to a revelation of a much greater thing. So if you pay attention to it and you're really good at putting together cryptic clues and stuff, you might be able to figure out some of the big revelations before they actually happen. So
that's good. I like when things are smart like that, especially in movies where like they'll do reincorporation.
Yeah.
Of really like, and it just like it all connects together. So I like that. I hope it actually works out well. So I'm actually really interested in seeing where it goes and how the comic is. So
yeah.
Thank you. When I brought it out to the convention there, and you can see like this page is 8 of 50 because I decided to do a number of these prints. 50. I haven't printed all of them yet, but that's what the number will be. And so I'm going to take them around to conventions, even after the comic is launched and stuff. This is going to sort of be like the first kind of like collector's piece item things. There's only 50 of them, and I signed them for people when I gave them out and stuff. But the people who saw it, who were interested in it, they said they liked it, and actually I got a lot of comments of people saying that they liked the art style and thought it was like a really endearing art style the way it looks. So I'm happy with it. I'm excited about it. This is one and I have a lot of projects, but this is one that I've wanted to do for a while, and so I'm really particularly excited this one is coming up now. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Happy for you, man. What? I'm happy for you too.
It sounded like a little like sarcasm.
No,
I know,
I'm
like
serious.
I knew like.
You know my voice,
Yeah,
and you know how I sound when I'm sarcastic, Julie.
But
yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for you too.
yeah, it looks really cool.
Well, thank you. I'm happy
I
for you
remember-
guys too. We're all happy. Yay.
You won't be happy after the comic comes out, but
Yeah,
Don't worry,
well,
I'll
that's,
get
that's the
constant
thing about
calls.
that's the thing about being a creative person, right? Is you put your life and soul and you put so much time and so much hours into all your stuff, and then you're never even certain if that stuff is ever going to really make it to the light of day. And I know, especially in like voice acting and studio work too, like we put work into this and we lay down the groundwork years sometimes before this stuff ever actually comes out. And then when it finally does, and you kind of get this moment to sort of bask in the fact that, hey, something I created has actually come to life. But it can make it harder, I think, to stay too, because I'm the kind of person I like to see results, and so when I don't see results, I get disheartened easily, and I'm like, oh, I'll go work on something else. And like I have an indie game that I'm writing the story for. I think I've mentioned this before, and so I've gone and written like all the base stuff for it. And now I'm just waiting for everybody else, and so it might be years before that thing actually comes out. And when it does, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when I did that. But in the meantime, you just forget about it and you move on to the next thing. So
I know the feeling. I know that feeling. I know people that had issues with that. And honestly, like just like my best tip for that, and I'll tell you like what happened in relation to this. But I used to do a lot of machinima work, like before I started the site, and you know about this. Did a lot of like Minecraft stuff, a lot of like just machinima. Like tried starting YouTube stuff, tried doing this and that. And I kept running into issues where people I worked with didn't see enough what they would consider enough I guess you would say, even though we for video, which is better than a lot of other channels. It starts slow, takes time, and there were parts where we got 7,000, 10,000. The people I was working were like, oh well, we're not getting enough subscriptions. We're not getting enough this, enough that, and it's like they get disheartened, and I understand that, but like sometimes you gotta enjoy the way too. Are you okay? You look. I don't know. Oh, he just made himself. But yeah, it's like things take time to like develop. So it's just letting you know, it's like eventually if it's good, it will evolve into something. So yeah, it looks good so far. So I'm hoping really like a lot for you that it will.
Thank you. So I was completely my fiance walked into the room and she's like afraid that she'll show up on camera, and I'm telling her that she won't. But I think we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon anyway, right? So.
Yeah, we are. I got a marker letting me know that we should actually be closing off soon. So thank you for joining us, even though you kind of joined us late.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had technical difficulties. I'm gonna really try to get after October. I think in November I'll be able to. I mean, well, hopefully I'll be moving in November as well. But I think in November I'll be able to kind of relax. Just October's just been crazy, and so hopefully in November I can kind of wind
Yeah,
down.
Yeah. I do feel the same, but I kind of like it.
It's like, you're a masochist. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Stare you Japanese. No. Okay, now
Well, I do have one question. Like, Will,
For
what? Yeah, for Will and his
Okay.
comic. What, like, audience are you trying to go for? Age-wise, and for like what people would like.
Okay. I think, well, age-wise, I think it's one of those things that I would, if I was going to put like a rating on it, like from video games, it'd probably be an E for everyone, or possibly teen, I guess. Like it's not, there'll be some there'll be some sort of adult-ish type situation. There's not going to be anything like super graphic or anything like that. So I think like age-wise, I mean, it would be appropriate, I think, for just about anybody. But audience-wise, from like the kind of people, like I think first of all, it's really geared towards like the like the nerdy entertainment crowd. I think if you like video games, this would be something that you'd be into. If you like fantasy, if you like comedy, if you like things like Adventure Time, like the art style is a little kind of inspired by that kind of style. I mean, it's sort of its own thing as well. But if you like, those kind of things, if you're an adult who likes to watch cartoons and play video games and anime and stuff like that, and you like nerdy stuff and all that kind of stuff, like D&D, all
pretty
like
much.
basically, cool people will like the comic. So it's really
a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
it's really geared, I guess, if I were to put it in like the easiest terms, I'd say it's really geared to the audience that basically all of my stuff that I do is already geared to.
That's
You know,
good.
so.
So giving them more to enjoy, more
Yeah.
will to enjoy.
It's geared for people like me. So I don't know.
But yeah, so
I think
hopefully we'll have
anybody
that.
can enjoy it. So hopefully they will. Yeah. And really, we'll see. I'll be excited to see how it takes off, because actually, if you see on that Twitter there that I put out, that was the first and only thing that I put out from the Princess Detective Twitter account, and within a few minutes, it already got like 5 retweets and 9 favorites. So I guess some people will be looking for
That's
it.
really good. It's good. Let me go to the Princess. I think I actually added Princess Detective. Yeah, I followed it. No, I didn't follow it. Okay, now we're following it. So follow Princess Detective and Comic Centric and Will Wood.
It's actually at Princess Detect, because Princess Detective was too long for Twitter. So.
Got
Really?
Twitter.
Weird.
No, I had. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I need to see this because I have an alternate Twitter account called Johnny Boy to the Doc, and that's like way longer. Oh wait, no, actually, no, it's about the same length actually. Detect Princess, because Princess has so many.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't look like it's that long, but it actually is. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, I think Princess Detect makes sense. I could have done a couple more characters. I could have done Princess Detecti, but I think Princess Detect made more sense because it's actually a word. So.
Yeah, I have. I'm just checking something.
And then on Facebook, Facebook.com/Princess Detective was already taken for some reason, which was really surprising, because when I was creating and naming the comic, I always do this, right? When I'm going to name something, I'll do exhaustive Google search to see if there's anything else that's like sort of already got that name. And nothing really had Princess Detective, but for whatever reason, somebody already had a Facebook account called Facebook.com/Princess Detective.
No, it's probably like a personality or just something.
That happened with me. The title of my comic, I had the idea for the title for like years, probably since like, let's say like middle school, and then like I looked it up and there was like already like an actual like official comic like back in the 80s that had the name, so I just added something to the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, on Facebook, I just called it Princess Detective Series because that just made sense. So.
Saga.
Yeah, that works.
Princess Detective Saga. But
Yeah.
I get you.
Well, it's listed as
So
one.
okay, I think this is a good. Oh,
Yeah. So I don't really know what the topic was.
so hopefully that will develop.
But I guess it kind of when I
It
got
wasn't
here,
really.
Well, we don't.
it kind of became about talking.
Well, we
about
don't do topics anymore.
No, we
Well,
don't do
that's good.
topics
Yeah,
anymore. We
just
do
talk
whatever.
about whatever. That's good.
Alex did ask the question of what your favorite what the scariest movie you've seen, what your favorite horror movie has been, but I think might as well save that until the Halloween podcast on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Well,
keep
I will
that,
say
so-
I haven't been seeing a lot. I actually haven't been seeing a lot of Halloween or scary movie type stuff, but I have been trying to play more Halloween scary games this month. And I actually did get I got Deadly Premonition on PS3 the other day. So,
Oh, yeah, I
so
played a little bit of that.
I'll talk about my experiences with that on the next podcast, I guess, which will be our official Halloween podcast that will take place in November. So.
Yes. Yes.
Well, wait, are we
Well,
doing
I don't think we'll be able to do it because it's
On-
gonna be too.
on Friday?
Yeah, it's gonna be too like.
Yeah, might as well do it. Well, who cares?
Yeah, we'll have to do it during November, sadly, because it's just it's things have. We were actually thinking of canceling our kamikaze trip, but because
Yeah.
you can't refund the tickets and it's all
Yeah.
based on name, it kind of sucks.
Well, you didn't buy a ticket. I bought a ticket.
Yeah, I was gonna wait.
And you can't give it to someone else.
Yeah, that
Which
kind
is
of sucks
annoying.
too. But we're
Yeah,
gonna
it'll be
cancel it
fine.
so we can actually
People
do the
do.
podcast.
People do Halloween stuff in November anyway, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
So we should have fun.
the Treehouse of Horrors in November once, so
We did.
yeah, they did.
Alright, well, we'll see that when it gets to that. So yeah, I'll be posting throughout the week like stuff we'll be giving out and like just news about things that are happening with the podcast.
Yeah, I'll be releasing the comic Pocket Protectors and some other Pocket Protector stuff that we already did.
Right.
Will be re-uploaded.
Mhm.
And then all the other horror movie reviews. That's it.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Yeah.
well, thank you for joining us, Will.
Thank you for having me. I know it was a bit late, but better late than never, I guess. So.
That's fine. Later is better than never. Later is better than never.
Maybe I'll have
Showing
the
your
video
beautiful
stuff.
face on the camera.
Oh my
Thank you.
God, that face.
Yeah, right. I know.
Ah.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I showed it. Oh my god.
No, I said it's
Um,
sexy.
By the way, awesome
I'll turn-
hat.
Yeah, I just realized the hat too.
Yeah, I've been wearing the Ghostbusters hat because of October, because of Halloween. So,
Looks
but
nice.
I have different hats. But yeah, yeah, I'll be
You have
getting.
fedora.
No, I don't. I'm not that hipster and pretentious and douchey to wear a fedora. So.
Go ahead, finish your. You were gonna say something.
It just hopefully I'll have the video stuff working better next time. So.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, we didn't have video until like what 5 podcasts ago or something.
Well, I
Yeah,
still
but
want to try and
So-
get the
and now we're having Twitch
DSLR.
finally up.
I still want to try and get the DSLR hooked up because that'll be really, really nice quality. So. But yeah.
Right. Well,
Cool.
I have my own birthday dinner to attend to, and Julian
Oh, happy birthday!
has to kind of head out.
Yeah.
It's not come yet,
In
but
2 days.
it's like in 2 days.
Okay,
so
well,
I'll be
happy
20.
early birthday.
Thanks, bro. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you bet.
thank you guys for joining me and joining the podcast. So yeah, we'll see you everybody next time in the Halloween special cast
Yes.
in November.
In November.
So
That's
it won't,
great.
it'll still be called Spooktober. But
No, it's gonna be called the Halloween special. Spooktober.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
Later, guys.
all right.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.